In this video, we are going to be playing with cards, any kind of cards that you have, and envelopes. Whatever you have, beautiful beings. But that's what we're going to be playing with today. And I got this idea from Ingrid Carlsen. And I'll put her in the description below. Thanks, Ingrid. Okay, beautiful beings. These are prayer cards from Dollar Tree. Okay. I got them a couple years back. I just thought they were really pretty. 2019. Okay. And you get 20. And then I'm using Ingrid. She used envelopes from Dollar Tree. I want to use up the ones I got from Hobby Lobby. Okay. These are 5.25 inch by 7.25 inch. And I'm sure you'll all see them. You get 24. Okay. I just thought it just went with everything, the color. Okay. So the first thing I did was I took the envelope and I cut down the side like that with little scissors. I got really tiny scissors. Or you can cut the sides, but I didn't want to cut the sides because it would make the envelope smaller. Okay, as you can see. So this way it's going to be a little different than Ingrid's because my envelopes are smaller than my card. So I'm just going to take my little scissors. This is hard to do on camera, beautiful beings. And I'm just going to cut down the sides. So we have two openings on both sides. And like Ingrid, she had envelopes cut down to size to fit her cards. Mine's just going to be a little different than Ingrid's because I have different cards. So this is going to be a flip up instead of a flip over because my cards will be sideways if I don't do it that way. Okay. And I will put Ingrid's video link in the description. That's all I'm going to do. I know it looks sloppy, but it'll be fine. Okay. It'll be fine. Now we're going to take this part of the envelope and we're going to glue that down. Okay. And I'm just going to use glitter glue. That's what's in my bottle. And I'm just going to glue this here on the tab where we cut, okay? And then I'm going to put glue up there, but I might as well do this side too. And we're going to figure out where the tab goes. It goes about there. Or you're supposed to lick it, of course. So I'm going to put glue along here. And then we're just going to fold it over like this. And that way we have openings here. Okay. For the envelope. Okay. So let me do it again so you're not confused. Take your envelope, you cut the sides out on both sides. Okay, you fold it over. Make sure it fits against your card that you're going to use for the outside. Okay, these are going to be the outside. Okay, but mine is going to be flipped open like this. Okay, it's going to be a flip up instead of a flip over, but if you have cards that have writing that coordinate with the way you're making it, like say the writing this way, you can use them. Okay, or if you just have numbers on them or pictures on them or whatever you're using, you can do it that way. Okay, so again, I cut the sides, so that's what it looks like if you're making it this way. And then I'm putting the glue down here. it over here because we want those two sides to have openings so we can put stuff in them. Okay, beautiful things. And then we're going to take the flap and put glue where you'd lick it to close it. Simple, beautiful beings. And I'm trying to make this as simple as possible because you know me. I like to add little things here and there, and then it gets a lengthy video, so I'm trying to make it as quick as I can. Okay. I did get a little glue there. We don't want it down there yet. And there we go. Okay, so it looks like that, and we have two openings on the side of the envelope. And these are going to go like this. And I don't want that side, I want this side. Or you can use that side. It doesn't matter, you can use whatever side. But I will end up putting something over this that coordinates with it if I have something that... I don't even know if I have any cards that go that way now that I'm looking at them. But we'll figure it out, beautiful beings. And then you'll need scraps. So if you use your scraps to make pages for your journals, like me, then you'll have lots of these left over. Or if you used them, or you just have leftover scraps, they'll work. Okay, beautiful beings? But before we get to that part, this is what she did. Ingrid took her cards and taped them with masking tape. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out which way. Yeah, okay, I see. Alright. Alright, beautiful beings. Mine's going this way, okay? Because when this flips open, that's going to be upside down. So we can cover that up with something, okay? And just throw something in there like that. Whatever you have left over from your cardstock, those little cutouts, you can put whatever you want in there, okay? To cover that up, because mine's going to be upside down, okay? And it doesn't have to be a prayer one. Okay, so what we're going to do is, hopefully I'll do this right. We're going to put that like that. And then I took these two inks. She used the Scotch tape like I'm using, okay? And I took the ink and I inked it up, okay? That's all I did. I'm using pine needle and I'm using aged mahogany. And I just took my ink and inked up my tape. And you'll see why in a minute. And I want to make sure I don't get my daubers mixed up. Okay, just put it on there like that. Or you can just leave it like she did, okay? I was just trying to make the tape more appealing. That's all I was trying to do, beautiful. Whatever you want to do. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to bind them together with tape. So I'm going to take this tape. And leave a gap. See how I have a gap in there? We're just going to take the tape, rip it off, and I am going to make sure I put that where I want it. I want it about there, but I want more of a gap, I think. Here, let's do this. We'll put the tape on the card like this. Ingrid made it look very easy. And there's a gap. See the gap? Now we're going to push it down on both, okay? And I'm not a measurer. You know that, beautiful beings. And either is she. That's why I love the idea. And then this piece has enough tape that's inked up on it. And we're going to put that down. Then we can just cut around the tape. And she cut her envelope down the size to fit her card. But as you can see, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. like that. And then I'm just going to cut the extra tape off. Easy peasy. Just like that. And you can sew on your card, as I did. I had these in my stash for a while. And I wanted to think of something. I sewed them. And then I was thinking, well, I can use them for tucks. For inside pockets in the journal. But I wanted another idea, and then I just forgot about it. But the other day, I was looking for something to prep for a video, and I found them again, and I was like, I really need to find something to do with those cards besides tucks for pockets. And then I came across her video. It was so weird. And she was making these with her cards. So I'm like, that's brilliant. I'm going to do it. So thank you, Ingrid, for the idea. I love it. See, that's all I did, was color the tape. I don't think the directions were very good on this. This is the first one I made. So I'm going to skip to the second one and start over. Plus, I didn't allow the ink to dry long enough, and it got all over my hands and the card. But that's how we learn, beautiful beings. Okay, attempt number 2. Okay, I got 2 more cards here. But first we got to do the envelopes again. My envelopes are different than hers. Okay, that's what it looks like. I cut both sides out as I showed you in the other part. Okay, now we're going to just take the glue and I'm just going to put it up here and some here so I don't get too much going down. And you can also use junk mail envelopes, beautiful beings. Envelopes that you get inside other envelopes that come in bills or whatever. You can use them also. So if you save envelopes from junk mail, you'll probably have a better chance of finding envelopes that actually are the same width as your cards. Much cleaner this way. Let that dry a minute. Okay, beautiful things. And then you fold your envelope open, and you should have 2 open spots in both of them. Okay. Like that. Now we're going to take our cards. And again, she did hers sideways, but her cards had something printed going from top to bottom. So I'm doing it. Flip up instead of flip over. We're going to take these 2. I'm not putting no ink on here. So I don't get it all over. I think because of the texture of the Scotch tape, so the ink just doesn't dry very fast. At this rate, I totally forget what she did, but I'm going to leave a gap. Make sure the cards are lined up with each other. And I'm going to, that might be too much of a gap. I'm going to take less tape. I think it's still long. I'm going to line the cards up, leave a gap, and put the tape down. Just like that. Alright. Then flip it over. And put the tape on this side. Then I'm just going to cut it off. I do better with the longer pieces than I do the shorter pieces. Okay, I got these taped together. So I'm going to cut that extra tape off. Both ends. Ingrid asked her audience if you like to plan ahead, and I do, but it still takes me forever to do a video, beautiful beings. Now, those are together. Alright, so it goes like this. Perfect. Now, I gotta figure out which one I want in the front. I want this one in the front. So I'm gonna take my card. And we're gonna do the same thing. There's a gap, and I'm gonna put the envelopes. My card's a little bigger than my envelope, so I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. And And that's going to move. I know it is. When I go to do this. So I'm going to push down. Get a torn piece already ready. And I don't want that long. So let's rip some off. And hopefully everything lands where it's supposed to. There we go. And I am going to do it again on the back. But I'm going to get a shorter piece because you can see it's sticking out here. And I don't remember if it was doing that in her video. Or if it's just me. I'm going to turn it so I can see it better. And I'm going to put tape right there. And you can use the thinner tape because they do have thinner tape if you don't like that much tape. But this is what I'm using, just so I know it's going to stay taped down. Then I'm going to come over here and try to tear this off here. Here. And if you can't get it all, just cut it off. Beautiful beings. Everybody's going to be doing theirs different, beautiful beings. Even if they try to do it the way somebody else did, because we're all unique and different in our own way. So, it will be different. I'm just trying to get that extra tape out of there. So I'm just trimming it up. These are really old scissors. They were my mom's. They're very, very old. I'm going to come in with these. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to do this and we're done with this part, beautiful beings. Once you do one, you got it, beautiful beings. You don't get so confused. So we're going to do it again. Line up the cards. Tape down. Flip it over and then connect these two. I don't know what it is, beautiful beings. No matter how hard I try, that tape's not long enough. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to make a video that's not long. No matter what I do. Alright. And then we're going to put this right there. Oh, did that move? No, it don't matter because it's already taped. And then just cut that piece off. Okay, there, that went way faster. So the other one, I'll show you I did. I'll just fast forward it, okay? We're going to take the same, I think I'm gonna use the same. I like this idea with the butterflies in it. I'm gonna take Elena's glue. There is a gap on there. It's not very tight right there, but it's fine. The cards line up, so everything is good. And they're going, and I put that on wrong. But it's going the right way there. But I wanted this on the inside and that on the outside, but it's fine. Okay, I'm getting distracted. We're going to take this, Elena's glue. Okay, I'm going to put it on there. Just a little bit, real thin. Then I'm going to try to line this tape up. Make sure it goes the right way, so I'm going to flip it upside down. Okay. So I can see, so I don't screw this one up. And put it right along this tape, and if I miss a little bit on the edges, it's fine. Okay, it's perfect. Now I'm going to take this and do the same thing on this side. And this one's going to have to be longer. Let's cut that off there so I can get in there and see. So we're going to push our washi tape up to our Scotch tape. Then cut off any extra. Oh. And then put, see, this one's different. Okay, that one goes up over, this one doesn't, but it's fine. Now we're going to take more of the Elena's and put it on that tape and on the fold. We can call it our spine. My brain's going dead. Fold that over like that, and you're going to need time for this to dry. Okay, that folded over, and then we're going to take another piece of lace. I'm going to measure it, cut it off, and just the ideas on this are like endless. Beautiful bangs. There's like so many ways you can do these, and I just love it. I had to wash my hands after this, beautiful bangs. All right, now I'm going to try to fold that down again because I need glue on it to put the lace on. So we fold that down. And we're going to put some glue on this side, just a little bit towards the top. And then take our lace, put that down. I thought I cut that perfect to that. But apparently I didn't. We're covering up our birdie birds. Oh well. At least there's something there, I guess. But the next time you walk into whatever store you're in and you see cards, any kind of cards, picture cards, flash cards, whatever, you look at them differently. Because I did when I seen her video. I'm like, I can use those ones that I don't know what to do with. Of course, I didn't sit down and, say, what am I going to do with these? But I always kept looking at them and saying, what am I going to do with these cards? Our birdie birds are covered up, but that's okay. And these got a shiny thing on them, cards, so I can just take that right off. Whatever glue I got. Of course, it's ink. It's not going to come off, but alright. Now, of course, we're going to set this aside to dry. So our spine is nice and dry. Now I'm going to bring this one back in. Okay. And there's ink all over it. And glue. And that's not even quite dry yet. This side's dry. Alright. It's a little scuffed up, but it'll work. Now I'm going to start adding my pieces in here. Pieces of scrap in here. I'm going to glue them down, so I'll fast forward through this part. And I think I am going to use Elena's. And I'm making sure I'm gluing the corners really good. When you do the other side, make sure you check where you got it opened. The envelope is cut open, so you don't glue it together. Okay, beautiful things. I have this paper. This is from a book I got from Dollar Tree. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms. Okay. And I took a piece out. And I want to glue a piece of this in there. Okay. I'm using the glitter glue for the paper because, of course, it's really thin. And the Elena's has too much water base in it, so that way it won't look all wonky and wrinkly. And this would be great for a paper pad. Like you only have a couple pieces left in your paper pad to use them up. It'd be a great idea to put them with your cards. Or to even just go shopping for cards if you don't have any. Okay, beautiful beings, here I'm just going to add washi tape in the creases where they come together and trim up anything that needs trimmed up. And if you know me and you're a subscriber and you watch me often, you know I like to mass produce stuff, and I really wanted to mass produce these. But I told Ingrid I would share a link with her on Instagram that I just reopened because I forgot my password. I opened that when I first started crafting, but I wasn't getting views, so I just quit posting there. So I'm going to share that with her and then put it in her comment section also. Now I'm just smoothing down the washi tape to make sure it went down nicely and give it time to dry, and then trimming off anything else that I see that needs trimmed. Okay, beautiful beings, here they are. I couldn't resist. I put a flower on both of them. And this one has bling. And here's the spine, a close-up of the spine. Of course, you can't see really the birdie birds. And here's the back. Spine. Behold, you are beautiful, beautiful beings. And I put that over the upside down emblem on the back. It says remember, and then washi tape I put there, and then washi tape I put there. I just think the washi tape finishes it. Okay. And then she is more precious than rubies. There's that washi tape. On this one you can see the birds. Remember. Okay. And on this one I did take my circle puncher and just made a little half circle punch right here on all of them. Okay. And that one. And then this one I put it on the back. Okay. And I put a little tag in there to match the lace on the spine with its tab. Okay. But I think this was an awesome idea that Ingrid had. Brilliant, really. Here's the other one up close. There's the flower and the spine. And there's the back with the birds and the spine. And this one, oh, I thought I put that flower so you could see it, but it's alright. Let all that you do be done in love. Okay. Open it up, and I put that there to cover up the back of the card because it was upside down. And then this one, I did add tags. This is what it looks like with tags from the side. Okay, with the little tabs hanging out. Okay, put that one in there. Messy bun getting stuff done. And then I put this one in there. See the beauty in everything. And then I put this one in here that just says noted. Okay. And then I put one more in. Why not? It just has a flower. And I didn't ink the back up. I just left them plain so they can write on them. Okay, now I'm going to show you the full thing. And I know this dims the light. The gold foil. There's the shoes. And then this one, it's plain. Like it was like that. So I had to I just had to add some lace and ribbon to it. So it, popped. I had to. It was too plain for me. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like before. And that's what it looks like after. Okay. There's a close-up of the shoes. Butterflies. And the fabric. Lace trim. And the back of that, plain. And washi tape. Flowers. And here we got some old-fashioned dress stands to make your dresses. Washi tape. And then this one's fine. But it's this one that needs flipped over. So this could be like just a totally different section. When you get here, it's note time. So you turn it this way. And you write down whatever you want. Beautiful beings. Take note. And I put the bugs and the butterflies. And there's the paper. And it says, let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms. Okay. And flip that up and you write on that side. Okay, beautiful beings. I would like to thank Ingrid Carlsen for the idea. I appreciate you very much. And this opens up a whole new world for me. Okay, beautiful beings. Like even cards. You don't even have to have these prayer cards. You can have a regular card. Like you buy in a store because they're on clearance or whatever. And you could do the same thing with them. Okay, beautiful beings. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.